He then joined the army. And since then, he's been in the army.
Disappointed.
And there's been nothing else heard from him. And here's my question to you.
Okay.
If something like that happened to you on TV, I'm not saying hit a woman, I'm saying a scenario, whether it be Logan Paul filming a dead body in the forest, it could be anything. Something where you have really fucked up. What would your plan be to get back on track, or at least somehow fix your reputation?
I think I would also go for the
army option.
No, not for the army. Not for the.
Today we've got a good one, boys and girls. This is Morokaii with two eyes.
Right on into
yeah,
it.
that's it, mate. We're coming in strong because I've got a scenario for you.
Okay.
And I'm excited to hear what you think. And I've saved it.
Oh.
I've saved it for you.
Okay.
Nice little gift wrap present for you. So
Beautiful.
Today I watched, I've got a lot of background shows, right?
Yes.
I've really noticed that today, that I have a lot of stuff that just plays in the background that could go for like 10, 15 minutes before I even notice it.
Yep.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine's one.
Yep.
Until they ruined it with the last season.
So you told me, yeah.
Yep. How I Met Your Mother has come back into play.
Oh, wow. Big one for you. Yeah, it's beautiful.
The Office.
Yeah, of course. Staple.
Okay. And one that has been circulating a bit more lately is Jersey Shore.
You're back into that.
I'm back into it.
Wow. See, now I was expecting you to also throw in the Big Bang Theory.
I exhausted that.
Okay, because I was going to say, I know that I used to come around and like that used to be going on. I'd be like, oh man, cool, you're up to this episode. You'd be like, man, I seriously have no idea what's going on. Like, sure.
That one I have played through way too many times.
Yeah, fair.
That one fell off in the later seasons too.
It did. It really did.
Yeah.
And then the last episode kind of, a bit of a tearjerker. I was like, wow.
The ultimate character development there.
Yeah, why did we go so deep? Like,
you know what? And I was going to say ultimate character development for How I Met Your Mother Barney, and then they ruined it.
Well, yeah. Well, isn't there? There's now. Granted, I don't want to stray too far away from this scenario that you have going on. They are meant to be doing. Is it How I Met Your Father, or they have done that? Is that correct? I'm a bit. I'm completely out of the loop, by the way, so a bit naive.
There's episodes out with Hilary Duff at the moment, and I tried getting into it because
Hilary Duff, Lizzie McGuire.
Yeah.
Oh my!
She's the main character.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
And it's your classic 2022 show where there is, you have to have a mixed race character, have to have a gay character, have to have a couple that aren't the same color. All that kind of classic 2022 stuff is just thrown in your face, and it's hard because it's got so much to live up to. Because when I was watching How I Met Your Mother, I was like, Marshall is hilarious.
Correct.
Marshall is just so good. And the only character I toss up between is Ted, but I actually don't mind Ted.
Yeah, there's a lot of love and hate I see. Like, I'm not into How I Met Your Mother as much as yourself.
Yeah.
But I know online there's so much. And he also seems to be like the only one from that cast who hasn't really
done anything.
Gone on with anything. Like, he's sort of just like, that's him.
He's uploaded some singing videos to YouTube.
Oh, good on him.
Yeah. And I'm like, you do your passion. Because surely he's getting royalties and he'll be fine. Oh. He's set up.
Yeah, most definitely.
This little gift wrap present I got for you.
Yes.
Okay, so the scenario I've got, right? Hear me out. I watched the episode, season 1.
Oh, wow, throwback.
Where Snooki gets punched in the face by a guy.
Oh, I remember this, yes.
Yep.
Yeah, live. Like, genuinely happened.
It
no
actually,
bullshit, like natural.
Yeah, it wasn't set
staged.
Because we've said this before, and it's out there. Season 1 of Jersey Shore is the pinnacle because it really wasn't set up like today.
So real and raw.
The cast was perfect. Everything worked out. So Snooki getting punched in the face wasn't a set. She literally got punched in the face.
That's still crazy to think, especially now in 2022. That is crazy to think. Like, actually crazy.
Because when I watched it, I two things came to mind. I went, okay, if that happened today, what would the reaction be? Like, would it be on the news? Would it be going nuts?
I would think so.
Surely.
I mean,
Channel 7 would surely cover it.
Tracy Grimshaw would have, but she's now retired, so rest in peace, a current affair.
I know. I saw breaking news, and I was like, I
don't know if it's breaking.
Sure, it's news.
Sure, you make it. But I can't even think of his name. The male presenter on the Peter whatever, and he's like, for the boys, that guy. you know who he is.
Well, look, when I watched that, I go, okay. how would your reaction today be? But also, what happened to that guy? I want to know the punishment.
Oh, shit, that's a fair call.
And I want to know what his life like.
You'd have to think like off cameras, like Ronnie the Juicehead that he was.
Yep.
Surely went to belt the guy.
He did.
Surely.
When I watched it, what happened was he dipped real quick. The minute he punched a woman, he dipped real quick, and he got outside, and there was police already there.
Oh, fuck.
And I think the police were already there because they're filming, so there's for security reasons.
Yeah.
So he pretty much walked out to the cops. And I was like, because all the Jersey Shore cast were coming out to get him. And I was like, yeah. Now, look, when I was watching it, I go, okay, I need to know what happened because you punched a girl in the face. Surely there's
some ramifications there big time.
Now, looking through it, and this is what I've seen from two sites. So I obviously did my research.
Yeah,
I didn't just go
to one.
Yeah, I went to two. Look at me
That's
go.
always good. The top two results.
So for what happened with him, he got 6 months jail and a $500 fine.
Only 6 months and $500 fine.
Okay, so I'm so glad you reacted like that. I'm so glad you reacted like that because when I sat there and I go, okay, what is he doing now then? So from that result, he was a high school gym teacher, or he was some type of gym teacher. The minute the video came out, he lost his job.
Okay.
And he lost pretty much everything. Apparently, he couldn't go on any dates. No girl would date him because
I wonder why.
Because his name got spread around the Jersey Shore.
Oh, good, as it should have been.
Yeah, and
you can't get away with that shit.
And in his hometown, just everyone kind of just left him alone and didn't want anything to do with him. Now, from that, he was obviously a wreck, and his father said that he was completely unsocial, went from like a social butterfly to just not being in contact with everyone. He then joined the army, and since then, he's been in the army.
Disciplined.
And there's been nothing else heard from him. And here's my question to you.
Okay.
If something like that happened to you on TV, I'm not saying hit a woman, I'm saying a scenario, whether it be Logan Paul filming a dead body in the forest, it could be anything. Something where you have really fucked up. What would your plan be to get back on track or at least somehow fix your reputation?
I think I would also go for the
army option.
No, not for the army, not for the. But I would definitely immediately get off all socials like straight away. Like just have like a blackout period. Like just try to go ghost.
Yeah.
Like in a sense, obviously depending on like what it is, mate. It's so much easier to say on this side of the fence than like those who have obviously been through a situation like that. I would like to think that maybe like see a psychiatrist, like try to reach out and like clearly I need help.
Yeah. Like
sort of thing. So like try to reach out, like try to maybe understand like why I did the things that I did, or like I don't know, like just try to like get on the steps. Maybe just go ghost, move to a different state or something. No one knows you. Start fresh. Like go to gym. Like I like those outlets.
Those are
like
good
in a
answers.
sense to like I don't know, refocus that mental change in you, and just every single day wake up with a mindset of like I need to. Not only do I need to do better, but I want to do better. I want to, every single day that I'm waking up, I want to ensure that I'm becoming the best possible version of myself. Yeah, everyone's got to pass. Like I know I'm straying a bit off topic here. Everyone's got to pass, and obviously I'm sure we've all done things that we're not proud of and all that. But learn from the mistake so you don't make the same mistake twice.
Yep.
Is like that. I don't know about going to the army though. That seems a bit extreme. Like, granted, if you want, like, if you really need to maybe be like disciplined,
yep,
I'm sure that's a great way to go. But I don't know, man. Depending on where you are in the army and all that as well, like that's pretty dark at the best of times. And I don't know if it's really the smartest idea sending someone who's got some mental health issues prior to that. Then you making them join the army and possibly like terrorists and all like that side of it. Grand, no, but I'm just saying, like, imagine like you're walking through, like, say, like an Iraq or whatever, like in your fighting for like you already got a guy who's like mentally unstable.
Yep.
Then you're gonna give him a gun.
Yeah.
Like, granted, I'm jumping 0 to 100 very quick.
Yeah, you went
very
to
fucking quick.
Can I
Like,
just
such a dark place.
Can I quickly go? You're like, I was so bored. You're like, look, I might move different state, might start a gym, see a psychologist, and then next thing I know, you're like, look, I don't want him to have a gun in Iraq with the women there with his past.
It's good. It's just a scary thought process, man. It's just a scary thought.
No, look, I can.
But definitely, like, move away.
I think
You'd have
you've
to
just
dip.
got to. I don't
like accept it.
I would too. I would 100%. I would move states. I would start new. I would do what you said. I would go to the gym. I would start seeing a psychologist. I would also start maybe giving to charities or working for a charity and somehow just putting those hours in without people knowing about it and just doing it for yourself. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, the opposite of Andrew Tate, who got bashed because of his views and all that, and then was like, yeah, but I gave like millions of dollars to charities, and no one makes it. Sorry?
He got bashed.
I don't know if he got bashed, but I'm just talking about the fact that he donated to charities, and then he made a big deal about it because no one made stories about him donating to charities.
Oh,
and I was like, okay, dude, like you can't just donate to expect people to make a story. That's not
okay.
Like,
I've heard this, and I find it hard. How do I say this?
I'd love to do an episode on Mr. Tate. So
yeah, we can do that.
Maybe we could bank that.
Well, people who donate to charity and they post it all over their socials, I don't think it's genuine. I think it's like the giving to homeless and filming.
Speaking about like just showing that you're donating to charities online, to me, is it? I think you'd agree with me, your personal view, but it's the same as like changing your profile photo on Facebook to like the flag or like whatever, to be like, look at my support for like whatever, and it's like,
yeah,
you can like what like
what
why?
has
Like
that
what does that actually?
done?
Oh, like if you know if this photo gets like 1 million likes, the doctor might do. Oh, sorry, what the doctor's going to be like? Oh shit, 999,000 didn't hit the one. Sorry, doll.
Yeah,
like. What the fuck? Like, granted, like, yes, like, obviously think of them, send positive messages, thoughts. But, like, I don't know, like, it gets to a point sometimes where it's just like, fuck, like, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, you're definitely right. Anytime I see someone change their Facebook profile where all it is
I got vaccinated today.
It's like,
fuck, cool.
Fuck right.
Do you want a prize?
Because this is that's for attention.
Oh, well and truly.
I will say this. The best type of people who donate are the ones that don't say a thing.
Correct.
But then it pisses me off because, like, if they get attacked, maybe, if they're just like, oh, why aren't you showing support? And you're sitting there, it's like, I want to tell you right now that I donated $100 last week, and that was out of my own money, and I'm just doing it to be like a nice gesture. And you're coming at me with your profile picture changed, saying I don't support the cause. I'm on the fence here.
Yeah. Oh, well, it's the same. I remember making a rant, actually, like going back through those old bad Facebook stuff. I remember that Coney 2012 when everyone was like buying the packs and all that. I was like, I was just jumping on a fuck. Like, if you actually do some research, I'm pretty sure the creator of Coney 2012 like ended up like running the streets like
with his dick out.
Yeah, with his dick out and stuff. It's like, you gave money to this guy.
Yep.
Like, what the fuck? Oh, I bought the stick pack though, Coney 2012.
Yeah.
Like, no, like, oh.
And what else too? This is what I think about, Ron. If I was to donate $1,000 to charity, and then somehow I get in an argument with someone, maybe a year, 2 years down the track, with that certain cause, and I have that loaded up in the back pocket, ready to go, is that, how do I say this? To have that loaded up, right?
Yep.
To be, I can attack at any time if someone comes at me. That's bad in its own way, isn't it?
I would say so.
And it's so hard to know the genuine ones who have donated and aren't never going to say a thing.
Yeah.
They're the best type of people. The best type of people are just doing it.
Go on with their day.
The best, they are just doing it
on the
out of
grind.
the goodness of their heart. They're on the grind and they support it.
I think again, this could also be another topic in general, but just charities too, because like I swear we've already discussed this, but the problem, and I feel the biggest problem with charities is, I want to know how much are they actually giving or donating to said thing, because like you see so many stories. It's like, oh, thanks for the $1,000, but we're going to take 900 of it, and we're actually going to give $100 to like get kids clothing, or something like that. It's like, no, the reason why I donated it is because I wanted it to go every bit of that $1,000 to go into clothing, like video, like whatever.
Yep. Yeah.
Like, don't just give them a small percentage. Like, that's bullshit. That is not why I fucking did that.
Look, I'll give you a perfect example of something a friend I know of is going through right now. She has a friend where he is doing door-to-door sales for charity, right?
Sorry,
I know you know the name, and I can't reveal it on I can't dox it, but the name is so fucking stupid of this charity.
Jokes weekly.
So he's going door to door selling this, basically a chocolate bar subscription. I'm gonna dumb it down.
Yeah, dumb it down. Say it without saying it.
It's a chocolate bar subscription where you pay for the chocolate bars and then a portion of that money goes to a charity. We were like, how do you get paid then? If you're going where's your pay?
It sounds like a non-for-profit organisation.
Yeah, if it's for your charity, and he's been pitched that he's going to make all this money door knocking week to week, and it's like, okay, but hold on, how do you get paid if you're getting this money for charity? And he's like, no, well, when our company makes a certain amount of money, let's say $2 million cap, everything over that is just comes straight back to us. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, but you're donating to charities, so you should continue going into the donation to your pocket.
So if you guys hit like the 10 mil mark, you're just bringing in the $8 million to yourself. But it's like, no, the $2 million, the cap. So yeah, to anyone out there who's thinking of donating to a charity, please
do your background research.
Do your research, because there is a high chance your money is just going to like an advertising video or a different campaign.
Same as what was it? Real bad. I don't know if a few years ago. I don't know if it was like World. I know that it was like up there with like a World. It was like a big one, and they got found out like real bad, and people were pissed. I can't remember again. I think it was like one of those like sponsor a child like ones, like something like that. Like
and it was something along the lines of. It was definitely over 60% of all money went straight to the people who created it.
It's just fucked. Actually fucked.
It's crazy. But those charities are all over the place. So, but that scenario just, you'd have my head, because I couldn't help. I always saw this on YouTube. Let's say you got 100 amazing comments that just said how great you are. It could be anything. You've got a restaurant reviews. It could be you've created a new toy reviews. Everything along those lines. You go down the 100 and you're just like, this is fucking awesome. Look at the support. One star review from someone with no profile picture saying something negative
will always stick out more than the...
You'll just dwell on it.
Yeah, more than the 1,000 people who are writing.
Humans. Yeah, it's a
so
shame.
bad. I wish it wasn't like that. I wish we could easily go... Granted, some can. But I know for a fact, I wish I was like that, man. Like back when I was doing YouTube, like those Call of Duty videos, you'd have one guy's like, that was a setup clip. He was playing against bots. I'd be like, what the fuck? Like, why are you being a fuckwit? Like, why can't you just be like... Hey man, like I think it might be. I don't know. Like
no. Here's a perfect example. In the real estate industry, you might go online, and when you're saying you're looking at houses, right, and you see an agent online, do you notice that every single one of them has 5 stars?
Yeah, actually, I have. Yeah, no, you're correct. Yeah,
right. It's meaningless. I remember I worked for an agent where what she would do is every time she sold a house and she had to get the review from the buyer and the vendor, she would send them a $20 gift voucher to give them a good review. So I was buying
your reviews. I was going out, genuine.
I was going over to the shopping center buying all these gift cards and everything, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, you know what? Like, it's fucked, because I would see someone with a 4.9 or a 4.8 review, so over like 20, 30 reviews, and one person's given them a 4, and automatically I go, what's wrong with that agent? When in reality, it's one agent who finally got a normal review.
Well,
normal review.
It's the same as your eBay buyers. Because I remember
A plus.
I remember like way back when like my mum used to do the bidding for me on like Bakuguns or whatever it was back in the day.
Yeah.
And mum would always be like, check their score or check their review thing. And if it wasn't like fucking 99 or like 100, mum would always be like, and then she'd like make me go to like the not so good reviews. It's like shipping took too long, didn't get what was requested, product was broken. I'm like, well, like out of
product is $10, mum.
Out of the 1,000 ones that are saying that this person was really, really good, like it just sounds like a few people got unlucky or
God, I wish
that's
we.
going to happen though. Like, the things aren't going to be perfect every time.
I wish we checked the reviews when we bought that beanbag.
No key. In hindsight, that would have been good.
Because
I think we both got way too excited.
That was one
with fire sale.
Yeah, that was one with 20 reviews, all 1 star. So when they're all 1 star, you definitely need to take notice. When they're all 1 star and they say, "Do not arrive, this is a scam." Maybe we'll pay attention to those ones.
That
sucked.
Yeah, that did suck.
Oh,
we could have been on that right now.
A giant beanbag, $200, $100 each, and just down the drain. Oh, but we'll end it there, mate. Do you know what? I reckon next episode we'll talk about Andrew Tate. And I don't want to talk about it as in like, I just want to see, I more want to talk about how the reaction on the internet is. I don't want to talk about him as a person. Everyone's done that.
Yeah, very true.
So we'll quickly touch on it, but I just want to go on about how I definitely want to dive into how kids are acting now if they're following Andrew Tate.
They're a real G.
I would love to be a fly on the wall at some high school where some kid, like 14, is just abusing girls, and he's just like, "Oh, well, I'm watching Andrew Tate." Imagine dealing with that.
Yeah, fuck. Jesus. It could be worse. It could be like watching James Charles and going down that dark pathway.
Oh, before we go, the video I fucking always laugh at the most. Do you remember the one where he's like on a basketball court singing with another dude, and then those Lopez twins are dancing behind him? Let's get naughty.
I forgot all about the Lopez twins. Jeez, are they still like...
Aren't they pedophiles?
Oh, mate, I think all of them sort of are. Well,
they're all screwed up in
James Charles has been caught out like at
multiple
least 20
times.
plus times.
Yeah.
No, he was messaging me. Why did you reply though?
Oh.
Why are you like, yeah, take your top off? Like, why? Like, just have a normal conversation.
I hate the ass photos he uploads.
Yeah,
like, you've got like young fans.
Yeah.
And who are you showing off to?
Yeah. Well, it's clearly not his best mate, Tati, whatever her name is anymore.
Tati Westbrook. Yeah, that was the dumbest drama. Something about gummy bears. Anyway, guys, learned it there. That's Morokaii with 2 eyes. If you enjoyed the episode, make sure to leave a review. We always appreciate it. We are on Monday to Friday at 7 a.m. on Spotify and 4:30 p.m. on YouTube. Enjoy.
Cheers.